What up, YouTube? It's your boy Esaveo back at again with another reaction video, and if you're seeing this video, I'm assuming that you just came from my BTS On music video reaction. If not, for whatever reason, don't know why you're here, but let me give you a quick recap. Random black guy on the internet makes really confused faces and very terrible jokes for about 20 minutes, and then decides, you know what? I should probably watch someone who's smarter than me tell me what the hell is going on. So, ta-da! Here we are. See, wasn't that so fun? Okay, now we're going to get into this explanation of what's going on, what any of this means, maybe how it connects to everything. I decided to go with the explanation from DK TV because that's the channel that you guys keep telling me to get explanations from for other stuff, so assuming they're good. Their explanation for my dang video was super dope, so if that's the wrong explanation video, well then sucks. You should have told me that when you recommended me the video that you knew I would not understand. Okay, so now we're gonna get into this video. Hopefully you guys have had a great day. Hopefully in between that video premiering and this video premiering, I left you enough time to go to the bathroom, get your Scooby snacks, whatever the case may be. But if not, sorry, that's life. It don't be fair like that, dog. I don't know what to do. This video is live now. I can't do anything about it. Don't blame me. Blame me in the past. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Peace.
BTS is back with what seems to be the second and the final entry to the Map of the Soul series. The title song, On, has an epic music video that's packed with all sorts of references. But before we go on to the MV, let's decipher the lyrics first. And just a quick reminder, I have explained the basic concepts of the Jungian psychology many times in previous videos, so I suggest you go watch these videos in the pinned comments before you watch this if you're unfamiliar.
Bruh, we don't got time for that. All these people gonna click off my video if I start watching 20 of your videos. We just gonna have to make it work with what we got. They gonna have to fill me in with the rest of it.
With such concepts. Right off the bat, Jimin talks about his troubles. His having trouble finding out who to listen to, and as he takes steps forward, his shadows become bigger. As you may remember, shadows are repressed, less desired elements of one's personality. The more he listens to others, the more of himself he has to repress, and the bigger his shadow gets. Here RM talks about his troubling thoughts and how he's not fully comprehending whether it is him that is having these troubling thoughts or the shadow. In reality, it is both, as the shadow is a part of him, and the shadow is not the only one shaking. It is him too. He realizes this in the next line.
Is this why you guys said that they had like a song or album or something called Shadow? Is that what this is dealing with? This whole shadow, this repressed being? It's basically like your inner demons, is what I'm getting from this.
RM shows his vulnerability by admitting that his troubled state has made him fearful and not okay. However, he has come to a realization that he must accept the shadows. In this beautiful line, he calls shadows the black wind, a very imaginative metaphor for a shadow that really captures how his shadows are shaking in trouble, as he is as well. He says that he will fly with the black wind, the shadows, meaning he will embrace it and become a better person with it. Now, encountering and embracing the shadow is the key step in the process of individuation. The process of individuation in Jungian psychology is where the unconscious parts of the psyche, such as the shadow, are brought into conscious, and thus developing personality and making the person distinct and unique.
So basically, this is recognizing your inner turmoil and your inner demons, accepting that inner turmoil and your inner demons, and becoming a full and complete person as a result of it. I think. Not a psychology major, so This ain't gonna get any better, guys. Sorry.
I believe that through individuation, one could achieve mental and physical health and become just a better human being overall. You could say that the entire Map of the Soul series is about BTS's process and journey to individuation. And here, on this verse, it is where they finally come to embrace their shadows and bring them to the conscious. In the pre-chorus, BTS has fully committed to the individuation process. They see that they must throw themselves into two worlds, the two worlds being the unconscious and the conscious parts of the psyche. They must see both sides in order to be truly whole, truly develop their character. Also, we need to talk about this interesting line. 미치지 않으려면 미쳐야 해. I think this line refers to how sometimes what people consider sane is insane if you think about it, and vice versa. BTS, who have figured out their path to individuation, they have decided to go deeper into the shadows, into the repressed elements of their mind, their pain, which to a normal human being may seem like it's going against their intuition and instincts.
So now he's basically saying to tap into your pain to become better and more whole and find this individuation thing. Wow, I've never felt so dumb in a video. This is going great, guys.
No sane person deliberately tries to delve deeper into their pain. However, if you really think about it, maybe more people are insane than sane, as they are never really truly grounded to their true self, or even know what the true self is. So in the sense, delving deeper into your pain to find out more about yourself and to grow is actually the same thing to do, while others who do not go such depths and decide to live the way the life is handed to them are, in fact, insane. Hence, you need to be insane to be sane in this world. The process of individuation can be painful. Our minds want to dwell on security and stability. However, for individuation to take place, for our minds to grow, we need to fight our urges to stay in our comfort zone. We need to take risks getting into the unconscious. This can mean doing something that you have never done before, or something that others just don't do. Individuation is a journey of conflict. There is no birth of consciousness without pain, said Carl Jung. BTS understands this and is braced and ready to take on that pain.
So again, lots of themes of betterment through pain. Instead of ignoring the darkness inside, ignoring the hurt feelings, ignoring the insecurities, the judgment, the hate, whatever, you take all of that in to come out the light on the other side of the tunnel, which is a more complete and emotionally mature individual. That's a lot. that's some deep stuff for a single. Like, wow, whoa, I did not expect all that. I mean, obviously I heard the bring the pain, hey yo, bring the pain, but like, I didn't expect this.
Here, J-Hope is in full Wiseman mode. He knows, as he stated in his previous lines, that acknowledging their shadows are going to be helping them grow as a person. Furthermore, he's not afraid to take on the pain of confronting the shadows, a contrast to what RM was saying in the first verse of the song when he was a little bit confused. He knows the process and how this will help him become a better person. So he accepts it and he actively asks for more pain, as it'll only callous them and make them stronger.
I think that's very interesting that they kind of have a call and response between the first and second verse, especially between two members of the rap line. Now I'm very interested to see. I mean, he just skipped it, I think, but I'm if they do go into it, I'm very interested to see how Suga's verse ties into that, because it's like as the verses go on, they get more and more comfortable in this uncomfortable process. And a lot of success gurus and, you know, motivational speakers and general business books tell you that the only way to be successful is to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. And that's kind of what I think this song is getting at, to basically to be the highest, best version of yourself. You have to deal with all of you, and that includes the hurt, the sadness, the pain, the insecurities, and you have to use that to build you and not destroy you. And that process is not a comfortable process, it's a painful process, which I think is very, very deep, so wise. And I get why they especially would really resonate with that, because as people in the public eye and in the limelight on the world stage, and especially them having gone through so much controversy and hardships, they have a lot of pain, I'm sure. I've watched several videos on these guys crying, and I commend them for trying to use that in a constructive way, not just to, you know, create art, but also to better themselves as people.
Just from the lyrics, the song is about growth and full acceptance of one's shadows in order to become a better person. I really like how the song has an element of progression to it, how it starts from being confused and fearful about one's shadows to accepting it and asking for more pain so that they can grow. It really is.
I mean, I wonder who said that.
Is a nice way to end the Map of the Soul saga. The music video is in similar vein. I know there's a lot of different takes on the music video, but I'll try to keep my theory connected to the themes of the individuation process and its development of one's wholeness as a person through confronting the shadow and unconscious. In the beginning, we see a battlefield that has many lying dead, with Jin picking up a dove that has been shot down by an arrow. I think the battlefield represents the battles inside the psyche, not that of the actual outside world, as the song and the entire series is about going inside your mind. In fact, I'm going to go out of my way to say that the entire setting of the music video is within the psyche. The dead dove represents peace, as it does in many different cultures, more specifically the Bible here, as this MV heavily references from the Bible. The dove has been shot down because BTS is going through sort of a war inside their minds. They are confused and doubtful, as the beginning of the lyrics suggest, and peace is no more in their psyches.
Is that why at the end of the video, I'm not sure who it is, I think it might be V, but I'm not 100% sure, someone releases a dove? Is that because they've finally come to grips with their shadow, with the dark side of themselves and their subconscious mind, and in doing that they brought on a lot of pain, but once they became comfortable with that pain, they then found peace, hence dove.
Here in the next shot, Jungkook is running away from some structure that looks like tall walls. He has thorns on his hands, like handcuffs. In a recent video, he actually...
Oh, side note, I didn't say this in the last video, but what's wrapped around Jungkook's hands very much looks like the thorn crown that they made Jesus wear during his crucifixion, when whatever this guy's name is brought up the Bible reference with the dove. That is the first thing that popped into my brain, and that plus the Noah's Ark thing is actually very interesting.
She stated that he is running away because he got kicked out after the people of that walled castle have discovered his special ability. I think this is a reference to the Garden of Eden and how Adam and Eve ate the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil and was banished from Eden. And here, Jungkook represents Adam. This is essentially a metaphor for no longer being in an innocent, infant-like state as Adam and Eve were prior to eating the fruit. It is essentially Jungkook being thrown out into the world, out from the protection of God or the walls of Eden or the castle here, and being forced to face the turmoils of the world. As I've said in the lyric breakdown, such hardship and pain is essential in the process of individuation. In Jimin's shot, he is with the drummer boy, which many armies have been speculating it represents war, as they have been extensively used in wars to signal between soldiers. I personally found this part the most confusing, as the MV seems to be full of Bible references, but I could not find anything regarding drummer boys in the Bible. Going with the army's theory that the boy represents war, I think Jimin is preparing for another fight, an inner fight in his psyche in order to come to accept his shadow. V starts his appearance in what seems to be resembling Jesus on a cross. He also has a blindfolded girl next to him, which in the Bangtan TV sketch video he calls Lena. Lena derives from the biblical name Magdalene. Mary Magdalene from the Bible is a devout follower of Jesus Christ. She was present at the cross when Jesus was dying.
Bruh, that's genius. That all that just connect. That just made complete sense to me just now. Wow.
And also was the first to see Jesus after his resurrection. I think in this scene, V represents the hope that's yet to be realized, as he is still laying on the ground in a crucified-like posture. And Lena is blindfolded. The devout follower of him has yet to see him become alive in the metaphorical sense. This reflects rather confused and doubtful state of the first lines of the verse. RM's shot is an obvious reference to Noah's Ark. Judging from the state of the ship, the Great Flood seems to have already passed here. I think the Great Flood represents a great turmoil in the psyche, like confronting the shadow and identifying your ego and self from the persona. RM has already asked these questions in the persona intro. Perhaps this is why he has already passed the Great Flood in the scene. In the Bible, after the flood, Noah meets a new world, and so will RM and BTS after the process of individuation is over. They will come to a new world, a new actualized self. In this scene, Jin brings back the dead dove to his room. The room is full of empty cages, likely the other doves that have been there but have died. This shows that there is no more peace in the world, in the psyche. Then something magical happens. The dead dove seems to come alive as its cage starts moving. Perhaps BTS wanted to
It's alive! Before he answers, I'm thinking that is because that is around the time when they start to accept the shadow, the pain, say, give me some more, my boy J-Hope. By doing that, they are reviving the once dead piece in their psyche, in their cage. Dude, this video is like super deep. I did not expect any of this. I was expecting like some dance moves, dog. Like, whoa.
show that it's only when you lose all peace in your mind and really confront your shadows that you can really truly gain the true inner peace. Now in the next scene, Jungkook passes out and is in a field with J-Hope. I think this scene represents the psychic death. This is where one's psyche shifts back to the existential.
You know what's crazy? When I watched the video the first time, I didn't even see JK there on the ground. I saw the raven fly off, but like, I just thought it was like picking out a worm or something. I didn't even see the body, let alone know who the body was.
Position of the natural self. Jung believed that the fundamental transformation of the psyche would have radical improvements on one's quality of life. Essentially, psychic death is thinking you know everything and then going to realize that you know nothing. Only when you reach that state can you have a fundamental transformation of your psyche.
So that really reminds me of something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you haven't heard what that is before, just hold your horses. I'm going to explain it in 5 seconds. Basically what it is a theory that explains why the more someone knows on a topic, the less they feel that they know, and the less that someone knows on a topic, the more that they feel they know. So, i.e., someone who only knows 2% about said topic feels that they know 80%, and someone who knows 70% about a topic feels that they really only know 30%. And so that really reminds me of the Dunning-Kruger effect when he said that you experience psychic death when you feel that you know everything, and then you realize, oh, you don't know everything, and that's what allows you to, experience that inner peace.
During the psychic death, the self remains intact. This is because the self is deeper in the psyche than the ego, and much less personal. It's rather archetypical. J-Hope seems to represent the self that remains from Jungkook's psychic death. Then in the next scene, we have Suga in the midst of some ritual. Now, one YouTuber named Bookish Theories suggested that this represents alchemy, as it has the 4 colors that represent each stages of alchemy. Jung used alchemy as a symbolic representation of individuation, so it does seem to make sense that this would be in the music video. And what happens after this scene supports this interpretation. The drummer boy starts playing drums, doors to the wall open, V rids Lena of her blindfolds, allowing her to see hope and the new land behind the walls, all signals for hope and a brighter future. Everyone gathers around the open door trying to walk into the new land of hope. Jungkook goes into a pond, which somewhat resembles a baptism, essentially another metaphor.
I feel like someone brought up that baptism reference. I'm just saying.
For ego death and psychic death. He trades his thorns for a cone shell. When he blows on the shell, I think this scene represents how he has become enlightened, knows that now he can and he must take on the shadows, as him doing so turns the skies dark and cloudy, and he is now confronting the shadows. We now have the dance break. I think this can be interpreted as the confrontation and the acceptance of one's shadow. It ends with everything being engulfed in a fireball and a shot of the new land growing abundant with new trees and life. All the people go on to the new land and on top of the Simba Rock. BTS has completed their...
He said on top of the Simba Rock, so I'm assuming that that is in fact Pride Rock and does have to do with the Lion King in some way, which is another point for me, because even though I was super confused, your boy batting 1,000 at the end of this video. Come on now.
Process of individuation, and now they have become and grown into a better human being. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, it did take me a very long time to decipher this music video, and honestly, with so many references, I don't think I'm 100% correct. In fact, I have a lot of doubts on myself as well. So if you could suggest...
Hey, bro, you gotta confront your shadow. You gotta become one with your shadow. You gotta your psychic death. Raven picking out your eyeballs, and then a really hot Korean boy is gonna open a bag and a dove is gonna fly out.
Suggest some better theories or some other ideas regarding my interpretations, that will be awesome. Put them down in the comments below. And also, this video will probably not be monetized because, well, Big Hit will claim the copyright, rightfully so, because we...
Mood. I hope y'all know I really don't be doing this for money, because I don't be making no money off these videos. I just love y'all. I love them. Hence the reason I'm popping these videos out like a crackhead. But it's not about the money, because all these videos be getting demonetized. I'm just happy that they're not getting taken down, because that would suck.
We use their music. So if you could support us via Patreon and patreon.com/DKDKTV, your little help goes a very long way in supporting us in making these kind of videos, especially the Explain series. So please be sure to visit patreon.com/DKDKTV, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And Davis.
Bye-bye. Also, go support their channel, though, for real, because they make really dope content. And even though I just found out about them a couple days ago, I'm definitely going to keep watching their videos because they're dope. So go give them some ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling so we can all know what the hell be going on in these videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, that was fun, you know? To be honest, I'm still a little bit confused, but the smart Asian dude, he said he was still confused too, so don't blame me too much, I guess. Or do, I don't really care. Very deep video though. Very introspective. Lots of symbolism. I really didn't pick up any of the Bible references the first time through, except Noah's Ark, which was very on the nose. Other than that, I very much should have seen the crucifixion cross thing. The Mary Magdalene thing, like, whoa, I could have watched that video 100 times. I never would have got that. Yeah, I think it's cool that Jungkook was the main character of this video. In a couple past videos, you guys have told me that Jin is the main character in a lot of these videos. So I'm not sure how those two relate, if they swapped off, or if this is just for this song, just for this album, or whatever. Again, I'm new to this whole BTS thing, guys. I'm trying, but I appreciate you guys being here along with me for this journey, because as I said, I do it for you guys. I mean, I do it for myself too, but I can do this with, without the camera and all that. So I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. You guys have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later. Peace.